Well, good morning. Welcome back to North Dakota Today. My name is Ashlyn Hill. With virtual visits replacing a lot of in-person doctor's appointments, children have fallen behind on receiving recommended vaccines. Now that schools have returned to in-person learning, though, children need to catch up on those routine vaccinations so they are protected. We have got Dr. Stephanie Hansen of Sanford Health joining us to break down all of that information. So good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Of course, you know, it's a pivotal time. School is starting up in the next couple of weeks, and a lot of kiddos need to get those vaccinations. First and foremost, why is this important?
Right. Well, you know, vaccines are really our best defense about serious illness and disease. That's our #1 strategy that we use, and they're just a crucial part of keeping our kids healthy.
And in this segment, we are talking about all immunizations and vaccines. So the big question always is this safe for my child?
Right. Vaccines are one of the most well-tested medications that we have. The ingredients are carefully scrutinized.
Right.
The vaccines themselves are carefully scrutinized and tested for safety. So I really feel confident about their safety for kids.
Okay, that's great. Moving forward, a lot of parents, though, still might be wondering, what are some of those side effects? What can we really expect after our child gets their immunizations and receives those vaccines?
Yeah, you know, just like every medication that we take, there is the possibility of side effects. Thankfully, with vaccines, most of those side effects are quite mild and can be treated at home or with over-the-counter or home remedies.
So there is an actual schedule. I remember as a child kind of following that, you know, as my mom drags you to appointments and stuff like that. But specifically, what is the recommended child and adolescent immunization schedule? What should parents specifically be following?
Right. So our immunization schedule is really scientifically crafted to help kids get the right protection at the right time and make sure that they're boosted appropriately. So those vaccines start right away at birth, and then you have a series of vaccines through infancy, again before you enter kindergarten, and again before you enter middle school, and then at one point again during high school.
So school, again, as we've been talking about, a couple weeks away, important to get back on track. And unfortunately, with school, we know that we are right around the corner from flu season.
Yeah, I hate to think about it.
Us too. I mean, I feel bad for the kids who just want to go to the pool today. Like, darn it, we got to get back into that school routine. But how soon should we be thinking about the influenza vaccine, and what should really be on parents' minds right now?
Right, you know, fall time is the perfect time for flu vaccine because you want to get that protection on board before influenza hits our community. So we typically start carrying vaccine in early September at our clinics and do a variety of blitzes throughout September and October. So those fall months are really the right time to do it.
Basically when we all think of flu season anyway, huh?
Yeah, right.
Okay, so now we're going to just talk about this too. When's the best time for your child to get the Covid-19 vaccine?
Yeah, well,
especially with in-person learning.
Yeah, so the COVID-19 vaccine is approved now for use in kids above the age of 6 months. So if your child has not yet had their primary vaccine series, go for it. Anytime is the right time to do that. And then regarding boosting and follow-up vaccination, I think it's really best to talk to your child's pediatrician or primary care provider about that, because they can help guide you about that schedule, because it's a little bit different depending on what age you are.
So how can we support a child even just during a visit? What's your best advice to parents who might be a little nervous about their kiddo receiving some shots?
You know, we don't like to see our kids in pain or fearful of what's been going on, but reminding our kid that this is a way to keep their body healthy, to keep them from getting really sick. So that's, you know, kind of your first strategy. Bring something comforting along to the visit. So if they have a favorite blanket or a stuffy that they really like, talk about what to expect. You know, you might feel a pinch or a little sting when you get your vaccine. It really, you know, kind of supporting them in that way. It never hurts to have a little treat afterwards too, and talk about what they're going to earn if they do a good job.
You know what? I think that advice is applicable to all ages. I know a lot of adults who don't like receiving shots or vaccines either. Thank you so much, Dr. Hansen, for that information. Of course, all of that available online. We've got tons more coming up on today's show. Stick around after the break.